put some syrup on that is back. Although we're dropping the on that now. Just put some syrup. It's been a good 2-3 years since we've done this.
It's been a prolonged hiatus still, I can't lie. Hyenas and them thing this. Oh.
But we're back. We're doing this again properly, consistently. I am Monroe.
Vince as always.
And today we are going to be, I think we're going to be recapping and shit.
Recapping. It's been a long 3 years, so a lot has happened.
Yeah. So
you're going to kick things off. What's been going on with you for the past 3 years?
Boy, I was going to kick off with you still, car. I ain't got nothing to share, man. I wasn't married when we did this before, was we? I can't remember. I got married
2021. We stopped recording in 2021. I think it was just before.
Yeah, it was just before. So
June time.
So the wedding happened.
They ain't married now.
And I've had a child. And that's the main stuff, you know, because like my life, since I've had a child, it's been quite sort of not mundane, but like just, you know, you go work, you come home, you be a dad, you be a husband, you go work, you come home, you be a dad, you be a husband. Every now and then, you know, I'll go on holiday or, you know, I'll come link them and have a bit of fun. But more time right now, my life is quite, you know, just chill.
You've been living that normal life still.
Normal.
This is what I've been saying to him for a long time. He's clocked the game. Wife, kid, all within wedlock, living the life. That's how life should be lived. I mean, but everyone's story is different, but I always say clock the game. What do you think?
I think what you said about everyone's different is different, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's one right way for anyone. I think do what works for you. Because nobody's life is for somebody else.
It's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's my 2 pence. What about you though, man? What you been on?
I actually got married and had a child, and that was it.
I mean, I will say more. I will say more in a minute, but like, you go in and I'll...
Tuesday, there's a big achievement still in 3 years. For me, bought my house, went on a couple holidays, went to Jamaica, went to Tenerife, went to Ibiza, went to Germany on a work trip. Got Kanos now, lost my hair now in a little piece, so, you know, just dealing with growing old life.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, nothing special in my life. I'm out here playing Pokemon regularly recently. Got learning life lessons and that. I got whacked up by a girl called Whitney on Pokemon, the 3rd badge. Pokemon Gold for you Pokemon players out there. She badded me up with her no tank, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Stressed me out. I had to go on Google to search the answers, bro. It's peak. It's peak. I had a grown-ass man searching Google to help beat a Pokemon. It's mad. But other than that, yeah.
That's a Pokemon Gold. I don't know nothing about, bro. I know Gen 1 and a little bit of Gen 2, but I don't know nothing past that. But Gold ain't Gen 2, is it?
Gold, so it was the red, yellow, blue first. Then it was silver and gold. Then it was crystal and all the emeralds and all of them thing there. So it was like the 2nd generation thing.
Yeah.
But it was peak. It taught me the lessons still, I can't lie. So I got banded up 3 times. I lost 3 times, I can't lie. Went to Google, found out how to beat this Pokemon. Basically, had a massive plan planned out. Long story short, I even recorded it, so I might even show you guys the recording as well. Long story short, plan A didn't go to plan. My Pokemon got bodied in the 1st round. And then, yeah, somehow plan B worked out. And PG saved the day, that's all I can say. But
boy, that's a lesson in life, you know? Sometimes you just have to keep going. I failed my theory test twice.
Right.
You get me? This is a long time ago.
I said theory, not even the real thing.
I passed my real thing the first time. I passed the one that matters the first time. But the theory, I failed twice still. But I weren't studying.
Man couldn't get past has a perception and that, yeah.
I don't remember. Moral of the story is though, keep going, keep doing your
thing.
Stay
school, kids.
And you can beat Miltank. Listen, I stayed in school. I got hella education. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's true though. Yeah, it is a life lesson. If sometimes plan A doesn't always work, but it's just remain faithful, have trust, keep going, and plan B will work itself out and your destination is the same. You'll get there in the end. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Do you know what's mad though? Like, that just goes to show how different life has become. Because you could Google the answers. When we was kids,
man, I had to figure it out.
You just lost over and over and over and over again until you either clocked it.
Or you dashed the game by the window, blood.
That's the next. Just threw the next game in. I never fit. Like, there were certain games from PlayStation 1 that I don't think I ever finished. Like, I got to a level, that was it.
Done.
Like, couldn't get past it. Game Boy, couldn't get past it. That's it. Just moved on. Nowadays you can Google.
Bro, and back in the day, I was never telling the man in that school that I lost 3 times and had to, yeah, bro, fuck that. I'd be like, yeah, it was calm, bro. Peachy whacked up the whole tank, you get me? I'm no calm thing. But nah, I'm honest about stuff still. In my old age, I got whacked up by a kid in a game and had to Google the answers.
Happens.
Now you do the math.
Other than Pokemon, what else? So you named bare stuff. Is there any more, should I say?
Just now, I've just been trying to live life. Still single. I don't know why I stopped on that, but yeah, still single.
Gymming, got in good shape.
Gymming, yeah, got my weights back. Yeah, I'll show you that on the computer later. But yeah, got my little gym set here. Yeah, just trying to travel. Got my yard. Yeah, trying to live life, you know what I mean?
Do you know what's mad about us doing like a recap video of the last 3 years?
Yeah.
Like, we don't have any friends.
Nobody likes us here.
Nobody knows who we are. So it's like we're recapping for no one, but it doesn't matter. We've been away, we come back, we're recapping. But like we literally have, you got no fans? Like we're no one. But we're here and we're back. We might have 1 or 2 people that used to watch us, but I'm sure they're gone now. We'll make new ones.
Trust me. Come back.
Come back. I agree.
We all got to start from somewhere at the end of the day. So maybe this is our start again.
So did you want to just keep, like, did you have more to recap, should I say, or did you have questions for me?
Nah, I'm just still getting over the fact that I got whacked up by Pokemon. But I did have a question, but it's gone off the top of my head. So we might just have to freestyle it in the meantime.
All right, cool. So what is something that, since we stopped doing this to now, do you feel like you've learned just in life?
I feel like I've gotten a lot more mature since back then. I feel like my thought process and just the way I attack certain things has improved. Still a bit of a clown. But yeah, I just feel like the way I view things and view life is a lot more clear, a lot different, and a lot more mature. And yeah, I try to use as much logic and not go into things emotionally. That's how we become and do things irrationally. Try to do things with a level-headed, even though it's not always easy. And yeah, other than that, yeah, just growth and maturity, I say. What about you?
Yeah, I think the same, you know. Obviously, I don't know if you want to share this, but we both hit the 3-0 in that space of time.
Jeez.
And I think in that space of time...
That's 13. Whatever direction it is.
In that space of time, man just learnt so much. And I think, like, in your 20s, you've just come out of your teens and there's so much to learn. And if I look back at the last 10 years of my life, there's a lot of mistakes that man's made, or even before that. But now I'm in a space where I feel like I've been able to reflect on those mistakes. I've been able to reflect on the last 10 years and think, okay, raw, like you did this mad thing, or you used to think like this, kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
And just really work through those things. And I think it's easier as you get older and you get more mature to look at yourself in the mirror. If you're willing to do the work and reflect and say, okay, this is the stuff I need to tackle in life. And one thing I've learned, I would say, is like when you're wanting to improve yourself and you're wanting to move forward, you have to do the work, one, and you have to go through the pain. Like you have to really sit with yourself and understand, like, one, that bad things have been done to you and it's affected how you are, and it's fine, they're gone, like, but that's a thing. But also you've done things to others that have affected them, and you know, you have to work through all of those things. And I think as you get older and get more mature and you get more time to reflect, I think that those are the things that I've learned, is how difficult growth is, but how necessary growth is at the same time.
Facts.
So that's my answer.
Yeah, and you mentioned a bit about reflection and looking at yourself. Some people, well, myself included, find it hard to hold yourself accountable and reflect on yourself and say, this is where I'm going wrong, this is where I need to improve. And a lot of people push it to the back burner and don't really think about it, but sometimes you have to reflect and you have to know where you need to improve and actually work on it. But yeah, no, I respect that one still. And you feel like obviously having a child as well has helped give you that clearer picture?
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%. But like me, I'm a very active dad. I love my son. Like,
shout out active dads.
I'm a super active dad, and I'm not even saying this because I'm trying to look like a great person. Like, I just love my son. I love my son a lot. Like, he's my dog. Like, he's literally my entire life now. So like, it's given me, like you said, a lot of clarity as to what's important. Do you get what I'm saying? And like family and love and being a better person and how I spend my time and, you know, things of that nature and what mistakes I'm making and so on and so forth. You have to sort of reflect on, all right, I love my son, so how should man behave? And it just makes you think, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm now a perfect human being. I'm just saying it does give you a sense of clarity. It does give you a sense of, okay, I need to be more mature. I need to be this, that, and a third. Again, not a perfect human being, but I'm working on it.
That's it. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Or close to.
Yeah.
I hear it still. So what do you want to bring to PSS now? It's not even PSSOT anymore. I have to take that out of my name.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, because I'm so used to saying peace salt.
Yeah, same.
I'm so used to saying peace salt, but I put some syrup. I think it has a bit more of a ring to it. What do I want to bring to you? Put some syrup. Me personally, I kind of, to be honest, I liked what we were doing before. I think we had a good blend of like banter and silly stuff, but also we got into the serious conversations. And I think that mix of like just our personalities with the added level of maturity from what we've learned in the last 3 years or whatever the case may be and the things that we've been through. I think that added level of maturity, we can bring that alongside our personality. So that's my thing. And yeah, that's what I want to bring. What about you?
Likewise, still, you know, man is always going to be a clown till I'm 90 years old. God spare life with him. But yeah, again, bring that serious element. Although I'm a clown, I do have a serious element. I'm a level-headed, grounded, some would say intelligent guy, handsome. But yeah, just bring our personalities out and just have a good time and just give the people what they want to hear. And yeah, be authentically ourselves. So yeah, bring the vibes, bring the smiles, and bring the laughter, education, everything, knowledge. See it.
It's a good answer. Good answer.
You're welcome. I do try still.
I've got a question for you.
God damn.
Were you finished?
No, yeah, I was done.
I've got a question for you. What are some of the things that you've enjoyed in the last couple of years? It doesn't even have to be the last 3. It could be the last 1. It could be the last 2. That, like, things that you've enjoyed that you want to share. Like, oh, I really, appreciated this.
Just being able to leave the country whenever I want.
Ooh.
Like literally, was it October to November? I went to 3 different countries in the space of a month. So we went Ibiza, went Tenerife, and went to Germany. Obviously, that was work, but just the fluidity, the ability to be able to just pick up my passport and just bounce. I think that's one of my favorite things that I want to do. I like traveling. I want to do more often, and it just gives you that break from the monotony of life sometimes, but breathing space, bit of freedom. So I'd say one of my key things is just traveling and something I want to continue doing. What about yourself?
Other than being a dad, obviously, like I said, like, that's everything. You know me, I'm into music, so I'm just going to talk about musicians I've been listening to. Really, to be honest, a bit boring answer, but SZA, the, what's the album called? SOS album. Oh, it's just a
favorite song?
Do you know what? It changes all the time. It changes all the time. You know when you have a favourite album, your favourite song always, it skips, it's this, then it's that, it's this. I've had loads from that album. I would have to say, particularly based on numbers, because it's a numbers day now, we can see what we listen to. Love Language is my favourite song on that album.
Good choice.
Love Language is a great song, but Nobody Gets Me, Forgiveless, Snooze. Like, I've had loads of favourite songs on that album, but I'm going to go with Love Language. That's a great song.
Good choice.
I've been listening to Brent Faiyaz, and you know what? I've been sleeping on Brent Faiyaz.
Pause.
I knew you were going to say that. I can't play those games, but I knew you were going to say that.
Say. Wait for that.
I've been sleeping on Brent still. He's actually cold, bro. Like, now I've started listening and taking in. Like, especially, I love his new album, Larger Than Life. I think that's hard. And then the Wasteland album, I went back and listened to that. Just phenomenal. And then one more musician. I saw music. One more musician that I never used to appreciate that I appreciate now. Pot of Paper.
Oh, swear. I was not ready for that one still.
Pot of Paper. Do you know who else as well? Kemsey. But Kemsey and Pot of Paper. But Pot of Paper especially. So cold. So cold. And that, I can't remember what the latest album is. The one that's got my granddad wanted Al could beat his family. My nan would have stayed in Ireland and mum wouldn't have had me. I can't remember what it's called. All My Life, If I Had. That's, bro, if you ain't heard All My Life, If I Had, oh my days, what a great song.
Say no more. It's going to put my Spotify playlist.
Oh, what a great song. Pot of Paper, bro. Like, I never appreciated him before, but he's actually very, very, very cold. And Kemsy. Just throw that in there, bro, because he's also very cold.
Surprised you didn't say Drake. I used to be your guy back in the day, no?
No, obviously Drake's my guy, but to be fair, I haven't really been listening to Drake. But I feel like you have to, with Drake, we've been listening to Drake here since we were like
way back
16 years old, right? So you're talking about a 15-year, 16-year span in which he's been one of the biggest rappers in the world. I can't talk about Drake for the next 1,500 years. Do you know what I mean? Until the day I die. Like, and actually, I probably stopped listening to Drake. I wouldn't say I can't tell you what album, but there's an album where I just kind of was like, okay, I've probably listened to
that album.
What I meant was, it probably was. I didn't enjoy that. What I meant was the last album, like, I really enjoyed.
Okay.
It would have been, what came after Views? I think Views was the last that I really enjoyed. And then I sort of was like, okay, Scorpion's all right. And then, you know, and then that kind of
go a bit.
It was too much. Now that we're talking about Drake, and I don't want to talk about Drake, but as well, he brings out too much music for me. I think he needs to take a break sometimes. Like, more Drake. Like, and you know, like you said, that's my guy. I'm a huge fan, but sometimes it's like, oh, bro, like,
take a breather.
Take a couple of years off, man. We have enough. Like, you've been here for 16 years. We have enough Drake to last us a couple of years.
A lifetime, to be fair.
It's insane. It's insane. But he's in my top 2 listened to artists every year. So,
top 2. Who's number 1?
Well, it's always Drake, but this year it was, last year it was SZA. It was SZA first and Drake second. Okay. But yeah, it's usually Drake.
My thing was Dexter Daps, but don't ask me why.
Number 1?
Yeah. Don't even try it.
This ain't nothing.
I'm a dancehall guy, innit? I like my bashment.
Breaking you.
Trust me. Bring it to the owner. So all of that. So, you know what I mean? You know, I have to get in the mood. He's like, he reminds me of what? The Jamaican Trey songs. That Trey is cold.
Trey is cold still, but Trey is cold still. But also, I'm not going to get into the politics behind it, but some of the allegations against him, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know if Trey is somebody that we are supposed to listen to anymore. I mean, I don't know.
Who that anyway? I don't know who that is.
Be careful who you're aligning yourself with. But anyway, you were talking about Dexter Daps.
Yeah, it's my number 1 artist, so I don't know. But yeah, it's decent. No, I can't lie. It's decent. Yeah. I was going to ask a question, but it keeps leaving my head. What is
love got to do?
Your favorite UK artist?
My favorite UK artist? That's tough, you know.
That wasn't even the question I was going to ask, but it came to my head. So
I'm gonna have to just say J Hus, to be honest. I'm gonna say J Hus. Yeah, it's definitely J Hus, but at the moment it's Pot of Paper. But overall, it's J Hus. And do you know who else I'm just gonna throw in there? Dave as well. Yeah,
Dave's cold.
Dave as well. But overall, it's J Hus. And then at the moment, at the most I'm listening to is a mix of Pot of Paper and Kemsy, but more Pot, I would say. I don't know if you've listened to Kemsy, but he's hard.
I haven't, you know. I don't really listen to UK stuff, to be honest. Don't cancel me, guys. As you know, Dexter Daps is my top artist, so clearly I don't really listen to much UK. So yeah, I haven't heard it, can't lie. I might be a bit boring, but so be it.
It's like gang shit as well. It's not
really my cup of tea, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I never really hear you listening to that.
Might have my R&B bag or my dancehall bag, so maybe soca, like a piece of soca, like a juk of them thing there. But
R&B's my shit anyway. You know this. R&B's my number 1.
Usher or Chris Brown?
Man said you didn't even see your favorite UK artist yet.
Me neither. My favorite UK artist. Good question.
That's a good question. Your question, man.
Very good question. I didn't think about my answer, to be fair. If I had to pick, who have I listened to recently? Central C. I'm joking. I Actually, Central C's not a bad shout, to be
You
fair.
know what? He's another
Central C's
one
not a bad shout.
I didn't like, and then he grew on me still.
Yeah.
He grew on me a lot.
Yeah, he's wavy still. I'm gonna go Central for just for the here and now. Not my all time, but just for the here and now.
Central. Bro, I'm surprised.
I'm trying to think of the last UK tune I listened to. It wasn't 21 Seconds, and I'm trying to think of the new school team.
Cinch is hard still.
Cinch is cold.
Is good, and he's got some good verses. What? I'll tell you what verse is good. The tune with D Block Europe. Oh, soul, she done it like Ash Cash. That's a good verse. I can't remember the bars, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you asked me Usher, Chris Brown. Usher, obviously. You know this. You're just trying to get it on camera. Usher, for 100%. Usher. I don't know why I was going to start talking about other stuff. Yeah, Usher. Why'd you ask even?
She says that about R&B in your R&B bag, so I thought I'd ask the question.
Yeah, you know, I love R&B, but yeah, Usher, easily peasily. Who do you prefer?
Oh, funny you say that, sir. Well, I like a bit of breezy, don't I?
I'm shocked.
We'll save that for another episode.
Yeah, we will save that for another episode still, but you know I'm Team Usher anyway. But I probably listen to more Chris Brown than you as well, to be honest. I listen to them both in a lot.
Oh, we'll find out when the episode's down. I look forward to it still.
What's one thing that you haven't been doing that you did before? Like something that you still enjoy.
You've got
family, did you say?
Traveling.
Oh, traveling. Something you used to do loads and you still enjoy it, but you haven't had the time to do. I've got two in my head.
Ooh, something I used to do, but I don't do as much now.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, spending time with family. Not that I don't do it, but I feel like I was doing it more back then than I was now. I feel like I let work and the monotony of life take over a little bit. So getting back to seeing family more often, making more effort with my nephews and everything and that. So I think, yeah, spending time with more family is something I'm going to do a bit more going forward. You said two, right?
No, I said I had two in my mind. You can say two if you have two.
That's the only one I can think of from the top of my head. But once you do your two, I might think of one more.
I've even forgotten one of mine and it will come back. But one, I haven't been watching as much battle rap. I watch battle rap, but I haven't been watching as much battle rap, which I really enjoy battle rap. But I think the way that it's gone, like URL having their app now, caffeine ain't like it doesn't always come on the caffeine, and when it does, it's not free anymore. Like there's no more COVID, so even when it does, it's like watching boxing. It's American time. You got to wait till 5 a.m. for the main event. So I ain't been watching as much battle rap. That's one. And actually, I had another thing, but it's completely gone out my mind. There's loads of things. I don't cook as much. I cook as much, sorry, but I don't cook as much like
I don't clean
dishes. Like before, I used to I used to get excited. I want to make a cocktail. I want to make a curry goat. I want to make a big fry up with plantain and Now it's a bit more lazy cooking.
Yigi Yaga and everything there.
Yeah, it's Yigi Yaga cooking. That's one thing I don't do as much.
Okay. Yeah. I hear it still.
But I haven't done as much in the last couple of years. But partly I think it's like having a child. Like I work quite a lot, so you just don't have as much time.
That makes sense still. It makes sense.
I don't have much time.
It's calm. A minute, 43 seconds.
So that's been a wrap up. That's been a wrap up of what's been happening in the last 3 years.
3 years.
That's good. I think we'll wrap it up there. Actually, go on.
Go and hit me.
One thing that we was going to add, whether we keep it for every episode or just some episodes, I don't know. One thing we don't talk about enough, is something that we want to do in every episode. What's one thing we don't talk about enough, but recap it over something that's arisen in the last 3 years?
Politics. No, I'm joking now. We're not going to do that. We don't ever really spoke much about football, to be fair.
I don't really watch football anymore, though.
To be fair,
I've really fallen off. I couldn't even name you the whole Arsenal squad right now. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's a team I support. So I don't. But go on.
Yeah, I say we ain't really spoke about football. We don't really touch on like things that happen here and now, like modern day things. So like relationships, X, Y, and Z. But we'll see how it goes. What about yourself?
Fuck the mic off for a second there.
Mic check.
What I meant was, in general, like as in society doesn't talk about enough. We don't talk about enough. But It's cool. I will answer it how you answered it, and then I'll move on. I don't know. I think we dropped off too quickly to say there's anything that we don't talk about enough. I think there's so much to add to our repertoire over time. I don't think we gave it enough time to say that's for me. But one thing we don't talk about enough in the way that I was going to ask the question is, and I've already said it this episode, Brent Faiyaz. We need to talk about Brent Faiyaz more. Man is an amazing musician. Shit's hard. If you ain't listened to Brent Faiyaz, you need to start listening to Brent Faiyaz. Start with a tune called Poison. It's a big tune. Then listen to Jackie Brown. That went famous on TikTok. So people know that one. All Mine, Larger Than Life. Listen to the whole album. Let's get onto this, bro. Everyone, let's stop talking about this shit because it's hard and I don't know how I missed it. And I feel like I missed it because no one ain't talking about it. Anyway,
that's my guy that sleeps on Brent Faiyaz. Remember that. To this day.
To this day. Hey, bro. This has been Put Some Syrup. I am Monroe.
Vince.
Love for staying with us this whole episode. You will catch us again.
As always, love, peace.